Thank you very much. I will be calling on Dr. Gatbel, who is also a physician assistant from the great state of Colorado.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Good evening.
Good evening.
All right, my name is Gatbel Nyak Chamjok. It is a privilege to be here today to introduce my childhood friends, Gatluak Taj. I'm going to just tell you a little bit about Gatluak because I know time is not enough. For what Gatluak has gone through, Kathy has done a very, very good job. And let's applaud her. She has touched almost every single point that I was going to talk about. And now I decide to skip much of them because you already heard from him. So Gatluak was born in a great family called Tethaj. Ter is from Nasser. Among our greatest Nasser, we have different clients, different sections. He came from a family called Yoy family in Greater Kwek Bichok family. And then Kwek is connected to a family of Greater Bichok, which comprised of Greater Nasser County back in South Sudan. Okay. When the war broke up in Sudan, Gatluak was a young kid. I myself was very young. We were all chased away. We didn't even know what the politic people was fighting for. We were told that the rebel, John Garang, was fighting for our better future. So we find ourselves in mix of war. I happened to be running from Nasser with my other friends. Gatluak was on the side of the river in an area called Pibor. Pibor is a horn of Nasser that is connected to the Greater Akoba. So they have their greater journey from there to escape from that area all the way to refugees camp in Ethiopia. Back in 1987, 88, that's when I met Gatluak. I met him in the church. Because during the war, the greatest hope that we had as a young kid by that time was the Lord. Few of us managed to serve in the church as choir. So we mingled together with a great man right sitting next to him. His name is Dr. John right now. He was John Cholkwek by then. So I met him in the church. As you all have seen, Gatluak always connect with everybody that is around him. Kathy, you're right. When I first met Gatluak, you know how the kids, see each other and they try to bully each other. You try to find your fit. I fit in line with him. He happened to be a tall boy. He always has a great history in the beginning of the day. He always will give you a smile. I don't remember a lot of things that happened, but I will remember one great thing that had happened. Back in Hitang refugees camp, there was some few tribal conflicts because refugees was fighting for resources. And many of us young boys that came, sometimes you left your parents home, you're living with a close parent or your mom or your dad, who has not helped taking care of you. So when you go, people get paid for few penny when they go home. He told us, you boy, I have found an idea that every day I'll bring us some bread. There's a bread that we call dambo in Ethiopia. It is a dry bread. If you get that bread each day, you're a very lucky person. Gatluak tell us that it will make him style a churta. That's the term that we use back then. It's like a police guard. We say, how are you going to do it? He said, please, boys, I did have a little bit of military training. I can mix myself with those people, and then I can stand all the way to be their guard. Oh God, we were scared a little bit. We say that he was going to be recognized, or nobody knew. For his great connection, he went in there, introduced himself, and the head of the guard made him to be his friend. He will come to the church. When he leaves church, he don't go home. He go to his job to collect few penny for all of us. Gatluak, thank you so much. You had saved a lot of our life, because one meal can kill a child. Then by that time, we all did not have opportunity to go to school. You can go to school today under the trees that was provided by those who were trying to tutor English language. Many of us do not even have chance. Then they later introduced that if you go to the church school, some people would like to collect some money, and then a lot of us kind of drop out. I was a little bit fortunate by then. My uncle was in the SPLA military. He managed to put me to school. So when we were in Ethiopia, I managed to learn a little bit of English language, and then I got up to high school. So then we split again during 1991 war. Gatluak went home. I didn't even know that he was alive. Then I met Gatluak again in Kenya refugees camp with a very little boy. Not him alone right now. He came with his own another little boy. His own sibling, his own brother by the name Wiyal. Wiyal is standing back there. What a great responsibility. In the camp in the middle of nowhere, where there's not only an enemy that you flee for, there is also another religious enemy on that corner. So we stayed there. We applied for refugees resettlement programs going to unknown countries. Each of us just did not even have selection to come to Nashville or go anywhere. Again, God connect us. We both find ourselves here in Nashville, Tennessee, back in early 1990s. Gatluak came with a kid. I came by myself. Then I decided that I was going to go to school. Then I went to Tennessee State. By that time, Gatluak can barely speak English. Then he went to school, let alone him supporting himself. He again picked up and supporting his own family back in Ethiopia, because now by then the refugees was right at the border there. Then he went to school. And then after a few years, he happened to be in Tennessee State University where I was. I thought it was a joke, because I knew him not too long that he did not even speak English. And then I find him that he was in the university, studying what? Mathematics and computer science. I had background in math and English back in Africa, but I did not manage to go to engineering. I find Gatluak that he would study mathematics. And then he invited me to say that he graduated with his bachelor degree. I said, are you joking? Before I knew it, he started another program. Went to Cumberland University in a small city back there, in Lebanon, Tennessee. Then he came up with master's degree.